Oh, hey, it's me, Jasmine. It's so nice to meet you. What was that? You wanna know my Instagram? Oh, I don't have an Instagram. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, and she-theys and gays. We permanently deleted our Instagram account. I haven't felt this like fully happy in like years. I have so much to say about this. But quick PSA, this video is not like me trying to convince you to delete your Instagram. Well, like kind of. This video is a sign that if like you've been wanting to delete your Instagram or Instagram/social media is really toxic for you, maybe it's not, this is your sign to do it. Also, I'm literally in the forest. I'm literally in the middle of the forest. Nail check. Probably the biggest nail check we've ever had. Holy shit. We have smiley faces. We have swirls. Anyways, here's what happened. About a year ago, little old me, well, yeah, I went to New York, right? I was literally on the plane and I was just like, you know, I think I've had it with Instagram for various reasons that I'm sure we all know, right? It's toxic, the comparison, yada, yada, yada. We hear it, we got it, right? We know why it's bad. And ever since then, I sit in the shower and I dream about just like getting rid of Instagram forever. Because okay, I deleted the app on and off for years. I would delete it for weeks at a time. I'd delete it for months at a time. I'd delete it for a couple days. I deleted it all the time. But here's the deal. Social media, as we've all learned, I don't need to tell you the science behind it because I'm sure you already know, social media is addicting. And so there's that temptation of like, oh, I could go on it on my computer. It's not too hard to re-download the app. And I also kept realizing how many decisions I was making in my life purely based on not necessarily posting things, because I didn't really post that much on Instagram. My problem was like the explore page and like seeing other people. So decisions I would make, like, what am I gonna wear today? Would this be something that like, you know, an influencer would wear? Do I look really trendy? Do I look really hot? You know, I'm really just kind of tired of living my life that way. You know, I've just kind of had it. I would constantly be like checking up on other influencers. Even if I didn't follow them, I would like check up on their Instagram, check on other people, stalk people, and I was just putting so much energy into other people's lives. I'm tired of living my life through other people's lives, and I just want to live my own life and do my own thing. Does that make sense? But we'll get more into that. First, I want to tell you how it went. Basically, the last week, we've really been having these strong, very strong feelings about deleting our Instagram forever. Jazmataz, don't know her, right? I talked to my therapist about it. I talked to Jules about it. I talked to my sister about it. I was sitting at work and I was on my computer and I'm like, it's time. And I deleted Instagram forever. Not the app, my account. My account is gone. If you tried to look for Jazmataz with 2 Z's, can't find her, don't know her. And at first I was like, yes, wow, so relieved. We felt amazing. But then like an hour later, I was like, have I made a bad decision? Am I gonna miss out on a lot of things? How am I gonna keep up with social justice issues? How am I going to, you know what's going on in the world? Now I'm really starting to wonder if maybe, oh no, what have we done? Oh crap. And then I woke up the next day. Let me tell you about the day that I had yesterday. Yesterday was the happiest day I have had in years. You know, I've had some really happy times in the last couple years. I've also had some really tragic times as well, but nothing as like fully happy as yesterday. And there wasn't like an underlying subconscious something nagging at me, something that I was unhappy about. Like I felt like fully 100% like happy and like so satisfied with my life. And that was just such an amazing feeling. I wonder what my life would be like if I never would have made my Instagram account back in 6th grade. 6th grade! What? Instagram is just not for me. It's just not for me. And you know what? Maybe it will be. You know what? When the time comes for that, guess what? I will just make another account, bada bing, bada boom, we'll figure it out. But right now, we are saying no, and I feel amazing. I really do. Excuse me. A lot of times, you guys are literally the kindest people ever. There's not that many of you, but you are small and you are so powerful, man. You guys will DM me and you'll just tell me about your day, how you're doing, and things that are going on, and you just want to share things with me. I have made an email that you can email me at. If you are a friend that I've had in real life and you still just want to talk to me and maybe you don't have my phone number, just email me. just email me. I know you have an email address. The biggest reason I wanted to get rid of social media is because one of my coping mechanisms for dealing with anxiety, depression, things like that was trying anything to just numb out any of my emotions. And it seemed like the only way to really do that was to go onto social media, to scroll through Instagram, to scroll through the explore page, whatever it might be. I knew that wasn't good, but social media is also addicting. So we kept doing it and we kept doing it, and we've done it for years and years and years. I can remember being a small child and just being stressed about anything, coming home from school and watching YouTube videos for hours. Not because I was genuinely interested in what I was watching, but because I just wanted to like have a break from like what was going on in my head and just like numb everything out. I'm sure we've all been there. We have all been there. We are there. We've been there before. We're currently there. We'll be there in the future. We've all been there. Okay. It's gotten to the point in my life where there's times where I'll just drive around, and like even before I go into a store, when I get home, it's like I don't want to deal with whatever's about to come next. Mentally, I don't want to deal with like going home and having to like face all the things that I have to do because it's making me stressed, or I don't want to go into the store because I'm like socially having some anxiety. So I'll just sit there on my phone, and next thing you know, I've been sitting in front of this store for an hour just scrolling through the explore page. I would look away from my phone and I would just feel physically like just nauseous. My head would hurt. I'd feel even more anxious. I'd feel even more depressed. I was like dizzy. I didn't feel good physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever. And so then you're dealing with all that, so then you just want to numb all that out. So then we go back to social media. I feel so incredibly just like relieved, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I just felt like I had to share it with you just in case anybody else was feeling the same way I was, that like social media and scrolling was just taking over their life and it was their only way of coping with like negative emotions. This is just your sign to just get rid of it, and it's time to find a new way to cope with those things. I don't know what that's gonna be for me. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's writing, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be fucking singing. I have no idea. But something's gonna have to replace it eventually. I will keep you updated on that. There's been a lot of instances in my life where I've met new people, I'm just being Jazz, they're just being them, there's not really a connection going on, right? Then they go home, and then they find my Instagram account, and then that usually leads them to my YouTube channel. And then the next day, lo and behold, your Instagram's really cute. Wait, I love your Instagram. Let's get to know each other. Obviously, there's a lot wrong with that. One, that put pressure on me. Every time I would post something on Instagram or make graphics for something, that post had to represent me as a person, because in my past, people have seen my posts and therefore wanted to be friends with me. So this has to represent me, and it has to make people want to be friends with me, because this has kind of been the only way I've been able to make friends. Which is so sad. It's so sad. You're just getting to know the superficial part of Jasmine. You're not really getting to know me. I was always really hesitant to delete my Instagram because I'm like, well, there goes like, you know, one of the bigger ways that I'm able to make friends in today's age. Which is so sad, but I am so, like, I'm pretty lonely, gonna be honest. I wanna make friends. So I am taking that risk of like, that easy way to make people wanna be my friend is now out the window. I don't know how that'll go, but also I'm like, I refuse to be friends with anybody who only wanted to be friends with me because of my Instagram aesthetic. Like, no, like I don't want to have like life connections like that. I don't know. I'm tired of living such a superficial life, whether I realized it or not. Yeah, so this is your sign. If you've been thinking about it, go for it. In the words of my therapist, not to put her on the spot, I'm starting a revolution. I am not the first person to do this. I am not the first person to do this at all. There's a shit ton of people who didn't have Instagram. I think I just want to encourage people that if you're worried about like making connections or worried about like how to like be a part of society without Instagram, dude, we can totally do it. Anyways, just like we got it, let's do it. It's time to prioritize our mental health in ways that are kind of scary, even if that means deleting all your social media accounts. I'm just ready to like live my life as like fully authentic Jasmine, like 100% authentic Jasmine. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say. This has been a PSA, and I love you a lot, and you are amazing, and social media does not define you. I leave you with this beautiful shot of the trees. Okay, bye.